All right, Bitclout, give you an update. I made a video April 25th. I was all excited. I'm still excited about, the big picture story here is that decentralized social media is huge. It's a huge idea. I didn't think it was coming for years. Then I saw Bitclout and I'm like, wow, decentralized social media is coming faster than we think. There are things out there. Bitclout seems to be the leader in the field. I don't follow it that closely. If there are other great decentralized social media platforms out there, let me know. I'm very interested in the area, and I am excited about Bitclout. Problem is, when I got in, it was a bit of a hype time. If you look at the Bitclout stats here, so it launched, and right out of the gate, it's exciting. It is, and everybody got in. And then with this creator coin thing, if you're early, everything goes up, and that added to the excitement. And it went bananas here. Transactions, these numbers are cut off, like 600,000 transactions a day, like a month after it launches. That's pretty crazy. So the fact that, volume has come down is, well, that's not a great sign, but it started so fast that you could sort of expect that. Like, this isn't a death sign here to me, the trend, because it's not that long. Like, it's been 4 months. It came out of the gate huge, slows down. This is common, slows down. And then if it's got something, it'll have another wave up. This is sort of like, I remember with the ICOs, I was always like, never buy at the ICO. It was always the highest price, and then it would come down, and 8 months later, it was a good time to buy. And then for the projects that were real, they would come back. It's a common pattern. And so I'm not calling Bitclout dead here. But, when I made my video and I got in, it was around here, right? So I didn't buy in the total peak, but, a little early. Didn't follow my own advice on don't buy when everything's decided. You wait 6 months later and then you get in. And I didn't follow my advice. And also I led a lot of you. A lot of you may have followed me into this abyss of pricing. I mean, the Bitclout price when I made my video was 100 and Bitclout price. It was 142, and today it's 69, right? Okay, so it's down 50%, and in that period, April. Let's go a little longer here. Where is it? Okay, Bitcoin's down too, but Bitcoin's come back. Bitclout has not come back, right? So so Bitcoin was, well, let's see if we want to go right on the 25th. It was down. Well, it was around 50,000. So, but Bitcoin is basically flat from now to then, and Bitclout is down 50%. So far, not good. I'm sorry. And for those of you who haven't been following me or new, I've made some great, giving people great advice. In fact, a lot of very good advice. My favorite being calling the low in the Bitcoin versus Ethereum price. Made a video Jan 16, 2020, right? Where I just was like, let's instead of Bitcoin being the biggest position, make it Ethereum, and that was the low on the price, Bitcoin ETH price. So that was a good one, and I've had many others. This one so far, my apologies, but I'm not bailing on it. I mean, I'm also going to talk about my creator coin here, which has gone with the flow here. People aren't selling my coin, but the price has gone down because Bitclout has gone down. Before we get to that, and I'll talk more about my coin and what I could do with it and where that's going. But just looking at Bitclout stats, they're basically down from that peak. So the question is, was the peak just a crazy, sprint out of the gate, and now everybody's catching breath, and there'll be another wave up? Some new tool comes out, something happens, and then you get another wave up. Totally could happen. And but it's not here yet. At this. So, anyways, and all the stats are sort of showing this decline from that initial peak. That's the transactions, daily posts. Again, down, but there's still activity. I mean, this thing's not dead, right? The like transactions, ticking up a little lately. Private messages are less. The creator coin thing has gone down a lot more than people just using the platform. And so this is really just a wait and see, basically. I mean, you just need to wait and see if new tools or something happens that brings a lot more excitement. Maybe someone creates a new front end, something needs to go viral, or we're stuck in this thing with no love. But yeah, so I don't like predicting. My investing is usually figuring out something that nobody knows. And when I found Bitclout, I felt like, well, I'm early, no one's heard of it. But of the people who heard it, the price was way too high, right? Now, so my coin, you can see when I got on this thing and then I promoted it, and a lot of people bought my coin, thank you. And then it's just stayed flat. And then all of a sudden, it fell by 30%, but that's what happened with Bitclout. Bitclout was high. It was sort of flat around 100 for a long time, and then a couple weeks ago, it just fell by 30%. I mean, some whales must have been getting out. And so my token, where's the, this is, buyers and sellers, not a huge trading volume in Dave Levine coin here, but, I don't have people really selling it. It's not, the price a week ago didn't go down by 30% because people sold my coin, right? The only sales, Mayor Yang, what's up? Losing confidence? Mayor Yang sold $7.81 of Dave Levine coin 22 days ago. I don't think that's what made it fall by 30% a week ago, right? And Mayor Yang, I know, huge fan of mine, always following, tweeting, commenting. But I think more than that, whatever. It's fine. I'm not mad at you. I'm going to cry, shed some tears, but it's fine. And then, a month ago, someone sold 7 cents. Someone sold 22 cents. I mean, people aren't bailing on the Dave Levine coin. Thank you. And here's the thing. When I started, I'm like, this is awesome. I want to be able to create value for my token, right? I mean, I love the concept. Problem is, the tools aren't really there right now. Like, I don't know how to add value to my token. I would, but what am I going to do? Like one tool I've thought of, if any creators are watching this, like, why can't we go and send a message? I'd love to be able to, send a message to all my token holders who have more than X number of tokens or X value of tokens, and send a message just to those people. Then I could offer benefits just to those token holders, and that would be easy. That seems like an easy app. Why has no one built that? I don't know. Maybe it's not that easy to build on Bitclout, and then we got a problem, right? And maybe there's other tools out there. If someone can think of an easy way. I mean, all I do, I create these videos. I can give advice. If there's ways I could do that, giving special benefits to my coin holders, I'd love to do it. I just don't see the tools that make that easy. So I haven't been able to, add any value to my token. And also, for those of you who did invest, I put in more than you. I'm in this Bitclout for anyone you've lost money. And I always advise new little things. I didn't put in any percent of my portfolio, very little. I'm in the weeds with you here, but I'm not bailing on it. If that's any consolation. Also, I was going to mention Craig. I'm friends with Craig Clemens. He's a great guy, very creative, like he is. I remember I was friends with him in Hollywood, and when MySpace came out, he would post do a post on MySpace and get so many comments. I was like, well, how does he, he is just so, such a good writer. And he's, so it wasn't a surprise to all of a sudden see him as one of the top Bitclout guys. And, I sort of missed his boat, but his coin has come off. Is this, we can can go further back. So, what did it go to? 16,000. Now it's at 7,000. So he's off more because now he might probably have some sellers. I mean, people put in a lot of money to this thing, and maybe I can get into my boy Craig's coin at a lower price. I would look at it because he's a real guy who is he's a good guy, but I don't know if his position is similar to mine and like, what are we going to do with this coin? It's like best of intentions are not always enough. But I just want to give a shout out to Craig because, I've got some photos of him and I partying back in the day in Hollywood, which are just hilarious. And I was going to grab them, but I was grabbing photos. So I mentioned it to him and he was like, yeah, that would be funny. And then something happened, and then I ended up erasing them. And then I was like, oh, God, I don't want to go through them all again. Someday I will embarrass Craig with, some Halloween party photos. So what else do we got here? This is, just on this topic of other social media, decentralized social media. Supposedly Twitter is trying to make one. I don't believe... Jack is weird. I love Twitter. I'm on it all the time. But... the guy, he's just so weird with his Bitcoin and like, why does he like, it's fine. Like Bitcoin's fine. I don't hate it or anything, but like, why is he he's like a Bitcoin maxi, but he's a CEO of two big companies. I usually think of Bitcoin maxis as crazy people. Like, why? I don't get it. And with social media, I'm not confident, with all the weird censoring that goes on at Twitter, like, he's going to make a decentralized Twitter. I'm not really a believer, but, I hope he does. I hope somebody does. And I looked up, I thought, geez, let's see what else is going on. I just searched decentralized social network. All these results came up. I didn't go and read it all. If there are other things up and coming, I've heard of another, I feel like it was like Mirror or something, or I don't know. I feel like there's other things out there, and things could be coming up and coming. I think this is something to keep an eye on. Keep me posted if you see anything cool. I think it's also not only fun and cool, but it's important. The government, the U.S. government, and people in general in America. America was founded with the First Amendment. Like it was the first one that there should be free speech. And I grew up learning, like it was like a thing. It was like we learned it as like a truth that is so important. It's like if Nazis want to march, the police should be out there to protect them because that's how important free speech is, so that they can march and talk and say what they want to say, even though it's so wrong, the Nazis, right? Like that was not even like a thing that people debated. There weren't people on the other side. Now, nobody's for free speech. Like it just went away. Bizarre to me how quickly America seems to be devolving into some socialist whatever. I'm not going to go on my political bandwagon here, but I am concerned about free speech and the censors at Twitter, Google and YouTube. They're like, I'm not excited about the censors. I would love to see decentralized social media, free speech, or a free market for curating content. In other words, censoring is a form of curation, right? And there could be a platform that's like, yeah, they censor. They cut out people who are assholes. They cut out this. They cut out that. But it's done in a way that isn't like annoying. Like YouTube is like, if you say something against the WHO, World Health Organization, they take it down. And the World Health Organization keeps saying things against themselves as they change their mind and they're proven wrong. Like, why are they the censors? Okay. So anyways, I love this whole area, and hopefully Bitclout finds its footing and has a rebound. And hopefully now that I'm in my house, I'm not done in my new house. I'm not done yet, but I have some time making some videos. Maybe I'll get back to creating some content for Bitclout. People watching this, if you're on Bitclout, comment under the video. I read my comments. I reply to comments. Let me know your thoughts on all this and where we're going. I don't have all the answers. if I haven't made that obvious. Let me know what's happening with BitClout. What are your thoughts? Where are we going? Decentralized media. Will it save the world? Let me know.